y señores, this is Leo Piedra from Fiesta Radio. I am a proud board member of this wonderful non-profit organization, CDS Family and Behavioral. And I am here with our CEO, my dear friend Phil Kabler, and also with Cindy. And we're gonna be walking around this beautiful building. What is this building? It is a shelter that is making an impact and a difference in our community. You know, something like when this building was just an idea, a project, right? I was here with other leaders that they've been supporting this incredible cause. You can see the sign right there, Family and Behavioral Health Services. This is the address, that's the phone number, and this is a wonderful, wonderful video that you need to make sure you watch to the very end. How you doing today, Phil?
Tremendous.
Yeah, and you, Cindy?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, for being here with us. We're about to showcase, and not only to the community, but actually to the entire county and the world, what we are doing here in Alachua County at this beautiful facility that is changing life for good. So follow me around. Let's go. Okay, and we are here right in front of this beautiful, beautiful building, the shelter for CDS Family and Behavioral. So let's talk a little bit about this place. How this idea came to mind and this project, how long it took for you guys to actually build the shelter.
Okay, so the project itself has been ongoing for a number of years as a concept. We actually have a lease on the land all the way out there, and the hope is that there's going to be a youth services complex. This is the first piece of it. Now, it took us about 2.5 years to get this from funding to the ground up to what you see today. It became operational last August.
Wow.
And it was due to the good work of friends of ours, like, well, now he's retired from that, but Senator Keith Perry, Speaker Chuck Clemens, Representative Chuck Brannon, and Senator Jennifer Bradley helped us get most of the money, but the board over the years also had money set aside for it.
That's so awesome. So when you said the money, I mean, how much money do it requires to build something like this? Because it's a lot.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. I mean, this is such a structure. It's a lot of systems, you know.
Yes.
You got obviously your team. I don't know how many people you have now, but how many people are they?
In our agency, we have about 104 current employees. For this facility here, our shelter, we have probably about 20 employees.
Wow, that's a lot of employees. I mean, 140 you said, and 20 here.
Correct.
Yes. So let's talk about, like, for example, the entire process. Like this, let's say I am right now a kid in need, and I wanna, I need a place, a safe place, as we're promoting actually this week. What's the process? What phone number do I need to call? And once that phone number obviously answer my call, what's next?
Well, Cindy Starley-Hersey is our Chief Operations Officer, so she runs all our programs. So let's let her answer this one.
Definitely, here we serve kids ages 10 to 17, and parents simply need to give us a call. We receive referrals from community agencies. We also, of course, from the schools as well. And the phone number, Phil?
352-244-0628.
That's what I was needing him to say. That's a new number for me to tell you about. But definitely parents just give us a phone call, and we begin the screening process at that time, and then plan the intake for families to come in. And generally, kids can stay here about 35 days. And we provide all kinds of various counseling services while they're here, individual, group, and family sessions.
How wonderful. Well, now we're gonna get inside, number one, because we really wanna enjoy and learn more about this facility and the mission and the vision that they have for our community. But number two, because it's getting a little colder outside. So now make sure you leave your comment below, your questions and anything that you want to learn about CDS and these wonderful shelters. Let's go. Okay, now we are inside. It feels good, warm, cozy. I feel great. Because it's getting colder outside. We are in the middle of, ending March, the middle of the spring. It's actually a gorgeous day outside, beautiful weather. But inside, it is amazing. Now we're gonna actually go around the building and we're gonna get to know some of the staff, other staff members, right? Part of the team, of the organization. And you guys can keep asking questions, making comments below.
Let me pick up on something you said, if I can. You said it's cozy in here. That's intentional. When you walk through this building, it does not look like an institution. It was intentionally designed. The colors, the furniture is to make this homey for the kids.
Homey.
Some of whom have difficult environments economically and otherwise. So while they're here, this is technically falls as a respite shelter, and we give them respite so they can rest and recharge and reconnect with the schools, the families, and the community.
And you know, before we get inside, I have a question. Let's say I've been 35 days, I've been 35 days in the shelter, but I need to come back. Is it possible, Cindy, to come back?
It absolutely is possible. We work on a very individualized plan of services while kids are here. And if, after 35 days they go home and some other issues come up, or even some of the similar issues, parents can simply give us another call and we'll schedule an intake, and we will have the kids come back to continue some counseling.
Wow, that's wonderful. Well, now let's get inside and let's keep learning more about this beautiful shelter. All right, guys, let's get inside. And now I am going to pass the mic to Phil, also Cindy and Belinda that is inside. And we're going to learn more about this beautiful shelter. Let's go.
Welcome to our home.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, this is just a reception area, but primarily here in this room is where we do the intakes with the parents and the youth. With one of our youth care workers or one of our counselors will meet in here and complete all the paperwork that's necessary. And then after that, kids go this way and we continue on into our actual services part of the shelter. So please come on in.
Awesome, let's go.
Start this way where both our kitchen and our counselors' offices are. This wing of the shelter is primarily offices for our staff, but let's first tour the kitchen.
Ooh, the kitchen. They say love comes from the kitchen, or through the kitchen.
So here, as you can see, this is where the youth and the youth care workers who are working with the youth have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We provide all of the food for the kids, of course, while they're here, including snacks. And through here is our brand new, nice, awesome stove, kitchen, all our appliances where our cook does the cooking for our kids.
Let's take a look. Look at this, look at this. Look at this beauty. Wow, I can dance inside the kitchen. It's spacious, right? It has a lot of space. Shiny, it's brand new.
There's a pantry in the back that's just as large.
Wow.
Of course, all of our food is by a licensed dietitian who provides the menus for all of our services. If y'all would like to take a quick look.
Absolutely.
So, as you can see, very obviously, we have a full kitchen services here, and all the meals are prepared fresh for the kids, and they really, one of the things I know Phil and I would have been told by the youth when we're making our various tours around the shelters is that the kids love the food here. We get a lot of compliments about, the food, as well as getting a lot of rest and those types of things that normally you would not necessarily think would be the first things that they would enjoy about our shelters.
When you guys are cooking, like here at the kitchen, for how many, what's the approximate number of people that you guys are cooking for?
Right. Here at the Gainesville shelter, we can serve up to 20 kids.
in this
In
facility.
this facility, yes. Anywhere up to 20 kids, we're licensed to serve 20 kids.
And right now, I mean, right now, are you guys full capacity, or you are open to take more families or more kids right now?
We're not currently at full capacity, so we do have beds available.
That's very good to know.
One thing that Cindy commented on from visiting other shelters is the kids also really appreciate the serious attention given to them by adults who listen to them and actually take them seriously as people. And again, one of the most touching things I heard is they get sleep here. Imagine what life is like at home, so that being in a respite shelter is where you get good sleep.
That's so nice, to hear that feedback from one of the kids. That sometimes when you are in a dysfunctional environment, that you might feel depressed, or you might feel like you can't even have some minutes to rest, because maybe think about this, when you are uncomfortable in an environment, like you are there, that is impossible to rest. You are always thinking how you can get out of that. You're always thinking or expecting like something there to happen, or I can only imagine how bad that situation might be, and how beautiful it is to have this place. Like what you guys are doing with the kids is so awesome.
Yeah, that's very true. We do have a behavior management system, and we have a very structured schedule for our kids. So always, and it's posted so they know what to expect. In other words, there's not a lot of, as you mentioned, chaos or dysfunction going on. So they know from if they're outside playing, they know what comes next. And that's very important for kids.
That's so nice. What type of food? Because you said the food is so good. But can we talk about that? Because we all love food. What type of food do you guys serve here? Like, is it like diversity? Like you have like Latin food, burgers, tacos. Like what comes through the kitchen? Because I love to eat.
True, we do have a lot of. I do as well. But no, we have all Italian nights. We have taco nights. And then on certain occasions, like today, I'm not sure what's on the menu, but we always this is spring break actually, so the kids are in the shelter this week, because normally on a normal day they go to school. We transport kids to and from school, but we do get lots of compliments on the food. But it's a variety, baked chicken, lasagna, you name it. I think we probably have it here.
That's so nice. That's so wonderful. Here at CDS Behavioral and Family and Behavioral Shelter in Gainesville, Florida. Oh, how many shelters like this do we have in Gainesville? This is the biggest one? This is the smallest?
This is the only shelter for child in need of services or family in need of services in Gainesville. CDS operates 2 other shelters, a 12-bed shelter in Lake City, and then also a 12-bed shelter in Palatka.
Oh wow, so Palatka, Lake City, and this is the one in Gainesville. How awesome. All right, so can we keep our tour?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Let's do it.
One thing you saw in the kitchen, and you'll see in the bedrooms, is we work with community partners as well. So the kitchen, the furniture you saw was actually contributed to us by Ronald McDonald House when they moved, as are the beds and furniture, because they built their new place and they got contributions of new beds, and they gave us these everything in wonderful condition. And you saw that big stove in the kitchen. The funds for that were given to us by First Federal Bank. And when you're outside, you'll see a ping pong table that was given actually by my Rotary Club, the Sunrise Rotary Club of Gainesville.
Wow.
So we work with partners, but it's turnaround. When we have something that we cannot use, we turn it on to somebody else. For example, this shelter replaced a prior shelter that was on 13th Street, and we actually sold that shelter to Family Promise, another organization in Gainesville that deals with intact homeless families. So we all work together, the organizations.
Wow, that's so nice. I actually I have a question for you, Phil, regarding the counseling system and process. Mm-hmm. So if once you are here, like a young adult, or you're here, mm-hmm. Are you allowed to receive counseling, and for how long? Is it limited? How does it work if I need help with therapy?
So we're not a mental health counseling. We are behavioral health, letting people learn to adapt to their environment and work. So while the youth are here, they've got individual, family, and group counseling. And sort of always ongoing, but they do have, as Cindy said, we have schedules. It works there too. It's built into the schedule. But it's constant, and it matches with our behavioral management program.
All right, guys, we're here with Belinda Ross, also part of the staff of this wonderful organization. Belinda, what's your role within the organization? Tell us here at the Fiesta Radio.
I'm the residential counselor here.
Okay, and what's the work that a residential counsel does here in the shelter?
So we conduct screenings, we provide counseling services, individual and group for the kids, and case management.
Do you also speak other languages besides English?
I speak Spanish too.
Oh, that's super cool.
Not that great, but I can defend myself.
You look like you speak great Spanish to me. Very nice, very nice. And in that point, I wanted to ask you, have you guys gotten many cases from Hispanic families or no?
We don't get many. I think the last one we've gotten was probably last year. It's probably been a year since we've gotten a Spanish-speaking family. So they're very sporadic.
But maybe you all can get our message and story out into the Latinx community and help us get the services that we provide so well to the people who need them.
Absolutely.
Wow, and the question here now that we're talking about, the Latin community, is there any specific document that is required to be here at the shelter? Like, for example, if I am here just at our city of Gainesville, and I am obviously Latin, is there any paperwork that is required, meaning my immigration status or my license, anything of that, or is it just basic? What is required is my question.
Well, we definitely have to know the parents or the legal guardians or, birth certificate, that type of thing. But there is no immigration status or anything like that we are required to maintain.
That's very important. We never talk about this on the many interactions we had. It's very important because many immigrant families, they ask that question, like, is there any legal document that we need? But now Cindy just answered my question, and now you guys also know that in case you know anyone that might need help, this shelter is also for you. Okay, so Belinda, why you don't lead the tour now, from now on, so we can showcase what we have within the facility and how the community can benefit from this amazing shelter.
This is the administrative assistant office, and then we have the residential supervisor, and down there is the executive director. So we have all the administrative offices here.
And we have actually 2 residential counselors, Belinda, and then we have Miss Naomi. Miss Naomi, can you? I'd like to introduce you.
Counselors.
Very nice. Well, pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
So now we continue this way?
Yes. Okay. So I can show you here, this is the conference room where we hold any of our meetings. We have staff meetings.
Oh, wow.
2 Thursdays in the month, so this is our conference meeting.
Beautiful.
Conference room, yes.
Like the energy. It really feels like home.
Well, we were
Yes.
very, very intentional with the colors that were chosen. Really, we want the whole atmosphere to be a calming atmosphere for our kids, and it does make a difference. It really does make a difference in even the color. But I think we've got our classroom right now.
Keeping with donations, paintings were given to us by South State Bank. So we've got lots of partners in the community. And Elio is a board member for CDS.
Yeah.
Expect that you'll be having a meeting in this room. It's a board meeting at some point in here.
For any kids who have to do homework or if they're doing virtual schooling, then they can do all their work here on the computers.
Wow, this is so nice.
All the supplies too, we have school supplies here or any activities that we want to use for the spring break program or summer program, then we have everything organized here. Arts and crafts,
There you go. You guys normally recommend the kids to read?
Yes, so we actually just started a book club, and we're going to start buying books for the kids, and it teaches different topics. So we're starting that. We're going to get bookcases that we're going to put up in the bedrooms for the kids to choose which book they want to read throughout the month.
That's very nice.
All right, so this is the boys' side of the bedroom. We have 5 bedrooms there. Staff desk.
Each of the bedrooms have 2, where it can sleep, of course, 2 youth there, and then one bedroom has 3.
Yeah, and this last one here has 1.
In case, yeah.
My name is Jacoby, go by Mr. Smith. I'm a youth care worker.
Very, very nice. And then, so normally, what's your role? What do you do exactly?
So I normally work overnight, so that's midnight to 10 in the morning. And so I watch over them while they sleep and get them up ready for school and breakfast and all of that.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you for what you do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely.
This is
Okay. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. How you doing today?
I'm blessed by the best.
Oh my God, that's what I'm talking about. Blessed by the best. I'm gonna steal that from you. All right,
Oh,
so
you can use it anytime.
exactly. I'm blessed by the best. I like that. So, Mr. Lee, what's your role within the organization?
I'm the senior youth care worker.
Okay, so what do you do during the day?
I'm just like I work on the evenings from 4 to 12, but I'm the floor supervisor. So
Like floor supervisor. So basically, whatever is needed.
right, I'm the one that kind of bridge the gap between administration and the employees kind of thing. Where if there are any issues with the children or any issues with the staff, any concerns, they usually bring it to me. Then I take it to my superiors, which is first I go to Brian Smith, the residential supervisor.
Very nice. So here to make it happen. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Lee. Thank you.
Awesome job. He's been our senior youth care worker for quite a while, and basically he and all the youth care workers are responsible for the day-to-day operations and supervising the kids, some of the sports and things. What are can you tell us some of the things that the kids do outside in this area here?
Kickball, catch, what we call moss.
Yeah.
Where they try to catch it over each other. Foursquare. We let them use the chalk to make the little thing, the little hopscotch. I don't want to show you. I don't want to show off, but the little hopscotch. Hopscotch. We got this brand new table here that was donated to us where they get to play ping pong. But I am the champ.
You are the champ?
I am the champ.
I
challenge you right now. Okay. Yes.
You gonna challenge me?
Yes.
Okay. You see that?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, we do that. Sometimes we'll come out sometime and just have snacks out here and enjoy the breeze. We've actually had dinner a couple of times. It was they wanted to eat out here. We ate out here, ate dinner before the skeeters ate us. Then we play that. They come out here sometimes and play board games. Also, we do a group session with the kids every day. So sometimes, depending on what the group is, we'll come outside here and give them a chance, get some fresh air, and get them a chance to actually get to learn more of their social skills or coping skills, whatever the group is for that day.
Wow, that's very nice. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Lee, for sharing all of that with us.
You see that big field right there? It's our goal to raise funds to build a full-size elementary or middle school basketball court that goes the whole length. And if there's anybody who wants to discuss making a contribution, see me, 352-244-0628.
There you go.
We're looking to raise funds for that.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's going to make a difference, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So,
3 bedrooms that have 2 beds, and then there's one with 3 beds and
yours
one
is not complicated.
So
Right, I appreciate
Also,
This
I'm on
one
the
here
board,
has
so
2 beds.
I can't vote on it, but
but they know who you are.
and sometimes they have contests of who can make the best bed, and they get prizes for that too.
Okay.
So we're just trying to teach them how to be independent, how to do chores, just basic skills that they have to do daily.
so we're here with Mr. Lee once again because he's the one who actually created the book club. Mr. Lee, talk to us about that.
So the book club is an idea. What happened was I work at a school also during the daytime, and the librarian was throwing some books out. Like, whoa, wait a minute, our children would love that. And she had a bunch of the same books. So that's when the idea really birthed. So I came in and I shared it with the counselors and with administration, with Brian and Zeke, and they all loved it. Mr. Zeke, he's a stickler, so he wanted me to send him something on the email. So I did that, and the children have loved it. I've had volunteers from my school, teachers from my school to actually come out and actually read to them as well. One book we're reading now, it has a movie to it. So when we get done, they're gonna get to actually enjoy the movie afterwards.
Well, I mean, we're talking about like book club. Miss Belinda just shared about how they compete with each other about what bed is better, and that motivates actually the kids. We learn about sports, about the groups that they do to actually engage with each other and interact and get better at things. And I've been thinking in my mind, like, does that ever happen that a kid, when they leave, they call back saying that they miss this place?
Oh,
because
yeah.
I am thinking, like, I would miss this place. Like, if I was here and I have to leave, it's like, I don't know. I mean, how many times have you cried, Mr. Lee?
we actually have kids that would literally call up here, hey, may I speak to Mr. Lee? Hey, may I speak to Mr. McCarter? They ask to speak to different staff that they, got a bond with. Or if I see a lot of kids at my school, I work at an alternative school. So it kind of interacts with each other, and we always getting the kids to come back. Right now, we got kids already requesting to be here for the summer, for the spring break program, and already saying that, hey, I want to come back for the summer program.
Wow, that's so awesome.
So, Elio, we have an enhanced program during the spring breaks and during our summer programs where we can take kids out on the field trips as well and do, because they're with us all day long, so we do extra activities, crafts, arts and crafts. But one thing I'd like to add regarding what Mr. Lee was just talking about, we have a number, really a lot of staff who have been with us 10 years or more. So it is often in all three of our shelters that we will get adults who used to be in our program come back to tell us, hey, I just want you all to know I'm doing well, and the things that are really positive in their lives. So they do come back and try to let us know how they're doing. And that's very, very rewarding. And we get that quite often.
That's so wonderful. I mean, that's very inspiring, motivating, and it just, I don't know, it gives me hope. There is hope. That's what comes to my mind right now, like with everything that you guys have shared. And I want to thank you all for what you guys do, for the community and for kids. My wife is actually a mental health counselor, and I know firsthand when a kid, like, for example, feels or they think that there is nothing else that can make their life better, and then they find CDS. Right? I can only imagine how that feels like for the young children. So thank you, Mr. Lee.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you, Cindy, and thank you, Belinda. Appreciate it. Thank you, Phil, for taking the time to give us this entire tour and for making it happen. And we are in Safe Week, right? Celebrating Safe Place Week.
This is National Safe Place Week.
Safe Place Week.
And also, Thursday is CDS's 55th anniversary.
Woo! 55th.
And for those who want to know, Thursday happens to coincide. MIAPA at all their locations is doing a little Spirit Day fundraiser for us.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what else can we ask for? Ladies and gentlemen, if you know or you need help, or you know anyone that is in need of help, of the resources that we have in this organization, CDS Family and Behavioral, please reach out to the number. What's the best number?
352-244-0628. And remember, Elio's a board member, so you could get him at 2 Fiesta Radio.
Oh yeah, anytime. You can send an email, you can send a message through Messenger, Facebook, you Google Elio Piedra, and you got 10 numbers to reach me. So I'll be more than happy to connect you through CDS, definitely. So thank you, Phil, and all of you guys for everything that you guys are doing for our community.
Thank you so much.
And happy Safe Place Week.